Without your connections to the people in your life and the things that you're attached to, without all of those outer like who are you? What are you without your connections to other people and your attachment to these things? So it's like, it really makes you think, like, if you don't think about your friends, you don't think about your family, you don't think about your hobby, who are you and what do you have to offer? Well, why are you here? What is your purpose?
That's a cool way of thinking about it.
It's so, yeah, and it's like, when I thought about that, I was like, oh my God, like, who am I without my attachment to my friends? Who am I without, you know, my dog, you know?
People
like,
seem to rely on everything. It's like,
you rely on that identification through things you're associated with, but you really need to think, like, who am I at the end of the day? What do I represent? What represents me? What do I have to offer? It's such a busy world. There's always so much going on. You get caught up in the little drama. He said this about me, and she saw me at this party with this guy, and you know, you get caught up in those little things when you don't realize, like,
there's so much more important.
There's so much more in life. There's so much more, like, there's such interesting things. Even, like, I'm studying psychology. You think about the brain, and it's like, you think about how many things have to go right in order to be a normally functioning human in society.
It's like,
and you think about, like, you think about society, you think about your ties to society, your ties to, like, whether you're a boy or a girl, you know, you're in a genderized society, and it's like, you think of, like, the impact that those things have. And if you don't know yourself and you don't know your morals, your own values, you don't have that identification in yourself, you're always going to be constantly influenced by everybody else. You're going to let other people's opinions affect your morals, and you're going to be easy to manipulate. You're going to be easy to, well, if so many people agree with this, then I'm just going to agree with that because it makes sense if so many people. But if you end up adapting these morals because of society, as like, who are you? None of what you think is yours. None of, if you don't know yourself, you don't know what you believe, you don't have your own morals, it's like, at the end of the day, like, you're just a cluster of everybody else's thoughts, everybody else's emotions.
There's a quote that I wanna say before you finish
your
thought.
No, go.
Yo, honestly, that was fucking fire.
Let's go.
That's a clip monologue right there. Whatever you said made so much sense, and it all goes back to the things that I said. That's what I love about it, right? It's not only just you just went on your own tangent about some random shit. It's like, it relates to it. It's like loving yourself, love yours, right? An unexamined life is not worth living. The fact that you need to know whether, you know, if you're depending on it or not. If you're latched on to someone, right, and you feel like they're your life, and then they get away from you, then you got that hole, and you're like, fuck, I gotta grab onto another person. And then they leave you. Oh, now I got another hole. And you're just
that
like,
was literally me in high school dating people.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you're latching on to so many people.
For, like,
and I've
this
seen,
identification.
And you're never really allowed to, you know, love yourself and appreciate yourself being together. Like, you know, once you love yourself, you don't need these other people to fulfill your hole. Right? You don't need it. You could do it your own. You could do it by yourself, right? And there's a quote from Orson Welles. It was in a Logic outro. It's like, we are lucky to be alive, but only if our lives make life itself worth dying for. Right? So whatever you were saying about being able to find who you are and the person's, like, who you latch onto, if they're important or not, and like your morals, and taking away all that, and it's like, what is your worth, right? What is your purpose? People that are all like, I want to kill myself, I'm suicidal, blah blah blah. It's like, they don't have anything to live for, right? They don't see their morals, they don't see the importance they have on other people's lives. And that's why it's so important to tell people how much they mean to them,